Well, it's that time again, so let's change the oil on the F-150. Welcome back to your home garage, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to change the oil and air filter on a 2005 F-150 King Ranch with a 5.4 Triton engine. To make the oil flow quicker, just loosen the fill cap. And it's kind of nice to put the funnel in position just as a reminder that the fill cap is out. Also, take the time to inspect and clean the oil cap. Now I'm going to start with the oil filter first because it's not an easy position due to its angle. Now if you just happen to have a hoist and you're able to stand under your vehicle, that's a totally different situation. But when you're doing it on your garage floor and on your back, it makes it a little bit inconvenient. But we'll still get it out. For this truck, the oil wrench that I find works the best is the socket style. Because of the tight space, this makes using an oil filter pliers or straps nearly impossible. So this is a very high mileage engine with 250,000 miles or 400,000 kilometers on it. For that high of mileage, I was advised to only use the recommended Ford filter versus the compatible ones that you could find at the auto parts store. Reason being, it won't starve the engine of oil and perform better. Tell me in the comments below if you've been advised the same way for your high mileage Ford vehicle. Either way, I decided to buy the dealership's oil filter for this oil change and for the next. Of course, every time you're working on any engine part, especially changing the oil, you want to make sure that you're dealing with a cold engine. So if you were just driving it, just give it enough time to cool down so you can safely handle anything on top or under the engine bay. As this drains, let's move to the oil pan. The drain plug is located at the back of the oil pan or similarly pointed towards the back of the vehicle. Now with all the oil drained, I added a little extra fun. I just received this DepthStack dual lens endoscope and thought that I would look at some of the internals while I had the opportunity. I'll also place the product link in the description below. It's always a good idea to remove any excess dirt around the oil drain plug. Now with a clean oil plug, thumb tighten the drain plug and then torque it to 10 foot-pounds, so not very tight. In order to prepare the new oil filter, it's best to lubricate the gasket with oil so it seals better. Sometimes I prime the filter with oil, but since this one goes in on an angle, it would just make a mess. Once you have the oil filter on and snug, just give it a 3/4 of a turn more to ensure that the seal properly compressed against the block. With everything below sealed, now we want to start filling the engine with 7 quarts or 6.6 liters of 5W20. On the bottle scale, quarts is on the left and liters is on the right. With 7 quarts or 6.6 liters, we're going to need just a little bit more than just one jug. If for whatever reason you find it difficult to hold the jug vertically while pouring, just turn it horizontally and you'll have better control. Once again, because you're going to need more than one 5-liter bottle of oil, just mark it off or take note as to what's needed on the scale as you're pouring and then check it continuously so you don't overfill. After you finish pouring, wait until your funnel is fully drained and then just wipe it off because you don't want to get any oil on any of the engine compartments such as your belts. And of course, reinstall your clean oil cap. Now let's put in the new air filter. And it honestly doesn't get any easier than the design on this 5.4 Triton. On top of the engine is the air box. By flipping the two clamps, this drawer or housing slides open and you're able to remove the old air filter. Let's compare the new one so you can see the difference. This engine will definitely breathe a lot easier. With everything in its place, before you start the vehicle, don't forget to check the level of the oil on the dipstick. And if you're not too sure how to do that, I'll link a video in the description below on how to read a dipstick. After you've started the vehicle to circulate the new oil, let's look underneath and make sure there's no obvious leaks. And there you have it, a quick tutorial on how to change your oil and air filter on your F-150. Just before I end this video, I want to introduce you to the latest member of our family. This is Mochi, and she's only 8 weeks old. And as she grows a little bit older, I know she'll be hanging out a lot more inside the garage. So make sure you help to keep this channel going by hitting that like button, sharing this video with a friend, and also please comment below as I reply to all. Plus, don't forget to subscribe. And we'll see you next time on your home garage.